Hey guys, this is Angela from the Women's Gym. Today I am in my living room. I thought I would move upstairs from the basement because it just kind of felt cold and dark and dingy. So if you hear my husband, if you hear my dogs, if you hear my daughter, I apologize, but that's just my life right now, as I'm sure many of you can relate. Today we're going to do an ab workout. I have 6 exercises for you, and we're going to do 30-second rounds of each exercise. So I picked these 6 exercises. We're going to hit the entire core, not the entire core, technically your abs, and we're going to focus on the transverse abdominis, or the TVA, which is that lovely lower ab pooch area. Really important for back and hip stability, but also it's called the corset muscle. So it really helps kind of pull everything in. So if you're noticing that, kind of tend to hyperextend your lower back and you get that nice little belly up front, it's probably because you need a little bit stronger transverse abdominis muscle. So this one is a good one. Again, we're going to do 30-second rounds, and I've programmed into my timer just 5-second breaks in between each round. Let you catch your breath a little bit and rearrange if you need to. But you don't need any equipment. I just have my mat here. Grab a towel, grab a water bottle. So the first exercise is called a hollow hold. So this is like a plank specifically for your lower abs. So you're going to lay on your back. You're going to lift those legs up, lower them slightly, and keep drawing in with the belly button. You're going to lift the shoulders off the mat, and you're going to hold, pressing your lower back into the floor the entire time, not letting that spine hyperextend. Next, we're just going to do a crunch. So you're going to pull the knees in, and the knees are going to stay right on top of the hips. You're not going to pull them in here, because then that's gravity, and that's really easy. So we're still going to keep those lower abs engaged by keeping your knees right over the hips, and a nice 90-degree angle in the knees. Hands behind the head, you'll crunch up, being really careful that those knees don't pull themselves in to make it a little bit easier. Then we'll do a crunch with a leg lift. So same thing, except this time we will lower the legs and bring them up. Let's target those lower abs a little bit more. So legs out, pull them in. And then a reach and tuck. I'm rolling to make sure I'm getting the right exercise. So for this one, arms go overhead, pull the knees in, arms come down to the hips. And then our roll in. So for this one, hands down at your sides, legs come out. As the knees come in, you're just rolling those hips off the floor, and then extend the legs. So the entire time my lower back is pressing down, my hands are pressing down, and then I'm really controlling as best as I can, not just plopping my hips back down. And then we're going to go to our favorite, our planks. For this one, we'll do a low plank. So we'll come down on the forearms, make sure the elbows are underneath the shoulders, hips low. It's always, if you need to modify, you can always take the knees down to the floor. And you really just want to make sure that those hips aren't tilted up. That's where that transverse abdominis really comes into play. You're going to use that to keep that pelvis tilted slightly forward, and you can get that full contraction in the abdominal wall. And then we're going to take it to a high plank, 30 seconds, mountain climbers. So we're not going to be jumping or anything like that. We're just going to keep the hips low, pull the knees in. So those are our 6 exercises, yes? 7 exercises, 7 exercises, as always. So I'm gonna get my timer set up. Well, I will go through 1 full round, and then feel free to go through 3. I'm pretty sure 3 rounds will be good for this one. Form is the utmost important thing here, especially with the ones on the floor. If you're noticing that your lower back is starting to pop up off the ground, just be done. You don't need to keep going. You're definitely going to feel that kind of pinching happening there. So only do as many as you can with good form. Take breaks as you need to in between each round. No big deal. All right, so we're starting with that hollow hold. 30 seconds on the clock. So I'm pulling my belly button in. The lower your legs are, the harder it is. Really compressing and breathing. About 10 seconds left. Shaking a little bit, it's tough. All right, and then our crunches, so pulling the knees up on top of the hips, bringing the head and shoulders up. Try to keep your elbows wide and keep your chin pointed forward, not straight down. About 10 seconds left. All right, and then we crunch with our leg lift. So staying on the floor here, extend the legs, knees come in as we crunch. Now if you feel like your lower back is wiggling up and down with your legs, keep your legs a little bit higher. And you can still pull those knees in, engage those lower abs without hurting that lower back. All right, then we have our reach and tuck. So this time legs are straight, arms are straight. Reach back, pull in. Awesome, and then our roll up, roll in, hands down, shoulders off the mat, knees tuck in. Might move a little with this one. And then our plank. Again, this one's going to be on the forearms. You can bring your hands together or you can place your palms flat on the mat. Palms are flat, try and keep your forearms parallel. That's going to strengthen your shoulders up a little bit more. Get your lats engaged. Again, pulling my belly in, not letting that back hyperextend. All right, and then right up to high plank. Shoulders over the wrists. And draw the knees in. Make sure those hips stay low. Make sure you're not pushing your way back. It's gonna get the heart rate up. Takes a lot of core support as well. 15 seconds. Awesome, so that is it. That is your full ab workout. Again, try and do 2 more rounds on your own, so 3 in total. And I'm sure you should definitely feel it, I'm sweating. Whew. And yeah, just watch that form. Remember, with any of the ones where you're on your back and your legs are straightened out, the lower you go, the harder it's gonna be. So if you're starting to get really fatigued there at the end, go ahead and bring your legs up a little bit, and that will kind of help take some pressure off your lower back. But that is it for this workout. We'll see you guys in about a week at the gym. We really miss you, but we're just trying to take things slow and keep our frontline and healthcare workers in mind during this crazy time. So hang in there, guys. We're almost there. We miss you, but we will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.